Okay, here's what we're looking at today. Paul Reed Smith SE-245, made in Indonesia. I think this one is somewhere between 2011 and 2017 neighborhood as far as its age. We're just going to restring this one. It's got these black, I think they're DR strings. But then our high E string is just a regular string, and it's wound on here. It's wound backwards. Let me show you. See, it's wound around there backwards, so yeah, kind of weird. But this should be just a quick, easy restring video. I don't believe anything is wrong with the guitar. Let me pull some strings off of here. And they all have this wraparound tailpiece. Okay, so yeah, here's the tailpiece. Nice, thick this direction, which is good because a lot of these tailpieces over time they start to bend in this direction. So I think with a nice thick one like there, shouldn't have that problem. Paul Reed Smith, started making guitars in like the 70s. And he was one of the guys that actually wanted to start building guitars. And he's been very successful at it. I don't know the exact numbers, but when it comes to the big guitar manufacturers in the world, Fender, Gibson, PRS, they're up in the top in the guitar manufacturing world. And they have great American-made guitars, but then they decided to start importing them, and that's what this guitar is. And I'm not sure if that hurts when you start importing guitars. Does that hurt your sales on your American-made ones? Okay, there we go. Let's get in here and let's look at the fretboard, because we got to clean this up a little bit right here. The frets look really nice. The fret ends look really nice. I'm just going to hit them real quick with my, I got my Fretguard right here. Protects the fingerboard. And then I've got some 1200 grit sandpaper. And I just kind of hit these frets real quick like this, just to get some of the dirt off of them, give them a nice shine. But yeah, once you have a very successful American-made company, guitar company, sometimes it hurts to start importing stuff, because in a way it sort of cheapens your brand. And I know that because of BC Rich, for example. Great guitars, custom-made, handmade great guitars from the 1970s. And then as the years went by and owners changed and management changed, they started doing the very cheap Bronze Series, imported Warlocks and stuff, and it really hurt the reputation of BC Rich. And so you gotta, if you're a guitar builder like PRS, you gotta take that into consideration. Am I going to ruin my reputation? Okay, let's put a little Music Nomad F1 oil on. on the fretboard. Take a paper towel and clean it off of there. This one has the bird inlays. 22 frets. I don't know how much of a fan I am of the bird inlays. You know, you got a little hummingbird right there. This sort of looks like a hawk. And you can tell on the 24 fret models you have an owl right there. Yeah, I just smear this F1 oil on there, and then I just kind of wipe it all right back off. And then you guys know when you're looking at these fret ends, that Phil McKnight, he puts on a little booty over his hand and he goes like this to see if it's really biting into. You can kind of do the same thing with paper towels. You rub paper towels across the side and you can see how much, you know, of course it's going to tear up a paper towel, but it's not really snagging on it. Right? So there you got a nice clean fretboard. So let's go ahead and grab some strings, and we'll go ahead and we'll put strings on this thing. This guitar, I didn't mention it, but it does have, what kind of pickups are those right there? Those are Seymour Duncan's, so it does have upgraded pickups in it. Today's string choice, the Dario XL XTs, nickel plated steel electric, 10 through 46. Let's get in here and let's see what we got. These strings, yep. These strings were in a package in the case. So when I purchased the guitar, I got a pack of strings, and of course it looks like it's missing the D string or the A string. So I'll have to dig through and get an A string somewhere. Yeah, I need a D string. I probably should, I'm just going to open a real pack. Alright, because these things, there was a open pack in the gig bag that I thought I'd be able to use, but now that one of the strings is missing, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go grab myself a pack of good strings and throw on this thing. And I will put these in with my box of extra strings, because there'll be a day I need to use some of these. So let me go grab a fresh pack. Today's string choice. I think this is going to work a lot better. Fresh pack, Primo Slinkies 9.5 through 44. So the scale length on this guitar, it's somewhere between a Fender scale length and the Gibson scale length. So let me grab my tape measure here, and that's why these strings I think are going to be a good choice. 24.5. 24 3/4 to the low E string. Seeing 24 5/8. I think it's a little bit longer than a Gibson scale length. But it might be exactly Gibson. We'll see what happens. Let's string it up. Kind of thinking it's one of those 594 scales. I could be wrong. The pickup string height is really high, so I think I need to lower that pickup height a little bit. All right, let's stretch them out a little bit.
That I tell my audience that all the time. None of this is secret or conspiracy. There's no gotcha moment.
Alright guys, so I've got this thing all tuned up here, pretty close. And this one will be available here at my shop. Keep in mind it's March of 2023. Don't call me in 2028 and say, hey man, where's that 245? Playing through a little Fender practice amp. And this guitar has had the pickups changed out. I believe these Seymour Duncans these are the signature pickups from that band. I think they're called Polyphia. Little tiny scratchiness I just heard in that, but if you work it a couple of times, a lot of times that little scratchiness will come right out. Volume, tone, tone. Horrible little sounding Fender frontman. guitar player. String height is a little bit high. But I didn't mess with the truss rod whatsoever. It is available down here. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a great day. And Mark Agnesi, next time you're in the store, buddy, come play one of these things and help me do a video, okay? See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.